Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Friend Code. I'm your host, Michael Damiani. This week, I'm joined by Brad Ellis.
Achievements.
Did we have the greatest achievement today, Brad?
We sure did. We sure did.
Before we get to the final Smash Brothers character reveal, there was a little bit of news this past week. Well, more rumors, a little back and forth between Nintendo and their old pals at Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Spicy. Bloomberg report stating that they had cited 11 different studios that had Switch models that were capable of 4K resolution. Swiftly, probably the swiftest denial from Nintendo, comes in, says, absolutely not. Let the games begin.
Yeah.
Just gotta say, that this will never die. All I want to ask you, Brad, because it's kind of like where there's so much smoke, there's got to be fire. There's so many theories, but my question has got to be to you: Do you think that there's still going to be a Switch Pro at this point, or do you think they're just going to skip ahead to a successor, like a Switch 2, given everything that's gone on?
Yeah. That's a good question now, because I was so sure about the Switch Pro, like many others, for so long. Yeah. Well, let's see. The Switch came out in 2017. We're getting close to 2022. I could see them just waiting until the next whatever consoles handheld will be from them.
I think the timing is good to point out.
Yeah.
But I think also this chip shortage.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to put some faith into the people who claim that there was supposed to be a Switch Pro, but Nintendo got cold feet.
Yeah.
Because this is not the time to be launching a brand new console.
No.
We're seeing with Microsoft and Sony
struggling,
saying well into next year, into 2022, it's still going to be a struggle to get these systems. And it's not just chips; it's sourcing different parts.
Yeah.
And you have to imagine the Switch Pro is going to be new parts, and it's going to be susceptible.
Yeah.
And if that becomes the one everyone wants, and no one wants OG Switch, do they risk, slowing down their sales because they can't meet demand? It's
yeah, I'm kind of in the camp, I guess, of there was the idea being thrown around and probably got pretty far of a 4K, whatever, capable Switch hardware upgrade. But then, like you said, chip shortage, COVID, all that stuff happened. And they're like, well, might as well just wait, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a successor at this point, and I think we'll see it probably.
We're just too far along. I felt like if it wasn't coming out this year, it was done.
I think we got more. To me, I got more evidence, circumstantial evidence that points to they're just going to ride it out as best they can until the next iteration, which is probably, I would guess, 2023.
That's what I think too.
I think next year's going to be a big year for Nintendo. They got a lot of big releases already on the docket. A lot of other ones are shooting to get out in 2022. And I think they just ride that because in the Sakurai Presents, this final Smash Brothers character reveal, there was a little bit of extra news beyond just a character reveal. We got some games from the series of this character that are coming, but they're only cloud versions, which makes me think they might have been counting on a Switch Pro or been told there was a Switch Pro. And they're all right, well, you know what? We've had these on the docket. We're just going to put cloud versions out. So I wouldn't be surprised to see cloud versions of more games just coming out between now and the successor Switch. But who knows? Maybe that's not the case. Maybe there's still a Switch Pro. Maybe there never was. Who knows? Maybe all this was not true either. But so many sources is there's got to be something there.
There's got to be something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to get into Kingdom Hearts right now, the collection, but
I was gonna say I didn't want to spend too much time on this rumor. I just wanted to acknowledge it.
Oh yeah,
because we have a history of talking about the Switch Pro rumors.
We sure do. We want to believe,
but it is not the focus of this episode because today,
too much news.
This morning of the day we're recording, Sakurai revealed the final Smash character. Confirmed that this is once and for all the final update to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
End of an era.
End of an era. Heck of a lot of updates for this game. And
is it their most?
Oh, they probably did a that little summary they did at the end showed the numbers.
Yeah,
it was flabbergasting, like how much in there. I remember because I was reacting with Blood. Like he lost at the over 1,100 songs part, and it's
of course.
like over 450 games represented technically in this. It's just
wild.
like
It's wild, man.
It's insane. And there was even a part where Sakurai had this deep sigh of relief, basically. You can just read the language like, it's over. And it's like, there were theories out there about speculating this was actually going to be a Season 3 reveal.
No.
We can get into the future of Smash Bros. Maybe at the end, but let's get to it. If you just have been living under a rock and don't know who the final character is, it is Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah! It finally happened. The dream has happened. There was the naysayers. Oh, Disney's not going to ever let that happen. Guess what? Sakurai doesn't give a shit. I mean, there's some caveats. There's no Donald and Goofy, but Sora the boy, he's there. And what a closer, baby.
It is. This was probably the biggest character left on the docket. I think that they could have included. And I think so many people thought this was a pipe dream. Just because, as you said, Disney involvement is just, woo.
Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame.
This might be indicative of maybe some future potential, some Disney properties that
it's
involving games. But it was kind of revealed, though, that there's a Smash Brothers poll they did in 2015 that everyone thought Bayonetta won. And she did place high, and like I think she was number 1 in Europe, top 5 in US. But Sora actually overall won the poll. Number one. And apparently the negotiations for this began before even Steve from Minecraft.
Yeah.
And Steve was a 5-year process. So
they were talking about when the results came in, with Iwata was still alive at the time, and they're like, let's just not reveal this right now because it's going to cause a lot of headaches for people. Yeah. And it's like, damn, this has been in the works forever.
So it's like, what are the other characters that were there that haven't been revealed?
Goku.
Like, people say Goku.
Superman or some shit.
But, as you pointed out, it's very clear that these probably tedious negotiations.
Yes.
There are some very obvious stipulations and caveats here. Sora does not have Donald and Goofy whatsoever.
Nope.
The only Disney icon is the chain on the Keyblade with the mouse ears. And that is it. And it goes so far as to the fact that Kirby, who can clone Sora, will get Sora's hair, has like a Stardust Keyblade, but does not have the.
They could only use the actual one.
They couldn't use the real. Only Sora can use the real Keyblade apparently. Hollow Bastion is the stage.
Yeah.
What do you think about Hollow Bastion being?
I think that's appropriate. It was funny in the reveal him talking about like the stage in the background. He's like, "You may remember parts of the stage. This is a tough part." And I was looking, I'm like, "Oh man, I do remember a lot of that stuff." I do like that it transitions into the whatever they call it. It's like in the heart or whatever. The stained glass portraits of all the characters usually. And
Dive the heart, or whatever.
Yeah, dive in the heart, and it's all the. There's a lot of characters in there. At least the main playable characters.
Yes, they showed a lot of the playable characters in there. Sora's friends.
Yes,
minus Donald and Goofy, obviously.
Yes.
People like Roxas, Ventus, Terra. I know, like. I was looking at chat during that part, and people are getting a little upset that Kairi's getting snubbed. But then we get into the Spirit Board spirits.
Mm-hmm. She's
and
there.
Kairi's in there.
Yeah.
I actually lost at the part where I thought he was gonna go to a deep dive about the lore because it was like originally Radiant Garden. I was like, oh my god,
he was giving a lore dump.
I was like, oh my god, please give me a lore dump.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. He's like, it was Radiant Garden. They turned to Hollow Bastion. They turned it back into Radiant Garden. I'm like, and he's like, I've played all the games. I was like, dude, this man of taste.
Oh yeah,
so much taste.
Him throwing up those posters.
Oh my god, I love that.
Like,
I fucking loved him putting the posters up on the wall.
Yeah, you could tell he was excited. But let me ask you this: the costumes.
Oh,
do you like them? And are you surprised at how many actually worked in there?
I love them. At first I was like, I wish it was Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora when it was revealed. I get why it's Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, but then like they go through all the outfits and like here he is from 2. Here's this Valor, his Wisdom, and like Master form. Here's this 3 form, like, and the Timeless River form.
The Timeless River was like,
god,
like yes,
it was so just good. Like yes, like perfect. The
move sets.
Yeah, I definitely recognized a lot of those.
Yeah, did you think it looked pretty much like
I did
how
like
Sora plays.
the Fire-Aga, Blizzaga, and
the magic
Thunderga.
system.
I did like that, how it'd switch his R's Arcanine, whatever. I always forget what it's called, but that move. The spinning one's cool. I loved his taunts, that they're like the spell effects.
But they don't do
They don't do anything. Like what was it? Cure, Stop,
Arrow.
Maybe it was Arrow,
Yeah.
something like that.
They that like spin or not spin dash, but whatever, spin dive or whatever.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like works like Pikachu or like Great Ninja. Sorry, trying to remember the name. But it also has that lock on, and him just demonstrating what Sora can do in the air and off the edge. I was just like,
yeah,
this is like Meta Knight all over.
Yeah,
again
it is.
from-
It is. He's
like-
squishy, it seems like, but yeah.
That's the thing. Like they made a very important point to show that he's very light. Like the whole Isabel and him like on a conveyor, the elevator thing, and it just like she's heavier than Sora. It's like he's gonna get launched when he at low damage for sure.
You know what I really appreciated about this is I think about how good every character is implemented visually into Smash, how good everyone looks. I think about Fortnite. Sometimes they look a little, a little rough. Like everyone remembers Guile. Where it's like, but like Smash, they always look so good. Everybody looks great. Like Sora looks exactly how he should.
He looked really good when they showed off the Kingdom Hearts 1 version, and then as you said, when they were going through the costumes, I was just like, I was just like with you, and I was like, they really made it look right. The sound effects, I pointed out the blood and reactions, like the Keyblade combo sound effects, like this. I'm hearing
what
the
it
original
sounds
game.
like.
I'm hearing the original game, and then the magic effects. I was like, I like this because even like when you use your abilities, like you can like cycle through. I was like, this is so sick.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty pleased with it. And then let me like the final Smash.
The door. I was kind of disappointed because I was like, oh, this is where Donald and Goofy would be. But then I was like, that's too much for now.
I was kind of resigned to the fact that Donald and Goofy were not going to be a part of the final Smash. I was hoping it was going to be like
the other
Kyrie,
characters.
Riku,
That would've been
like
tight.
the Mega Man one where they show up and they like do it.
He seems to be going more for the Kingdom Hearts 1 era of Sora stuff, which is I get.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But like, could have had an attack with like everybody or something like Mega Man does. That would have been awesome. Like if Riku showed up,
it's still kind of funny BM because even Sakurai goes, "Stay where you belong."
Yeah. But I think about it, I'm like, man, not only do they have to go through Square, but they had to go through Disney for Sora alone, and I wonder what they would have to do for the other characters.
I mean,
because I guess Disney owns all the characters.
It's Kingdom Hearts is a Disney IP.
Yeah, so they'd have to go through. If they wanted Riku some way, they'd have to go through that.
It would be extra steps, and then like if say like Donald or Goofy were in there, very likely it'd have to be like a timed thing where it would like expire and you would be no longer able to purchase that DLC.
Yeah,
and I think Nintendo was very adamant that anything you buy for DLC will be available as long as they keep it up.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I think that was probably Nintendo's thing is like as long as we want to sell it, we should be able to sell this DLC.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell us at this date you no longer can sell it anymore.
Yeah.
That actually. Maybe that's not true. Who knows? Like maybe that is a thing at some point. They have to like we can't sell Sora anymore, and like, but I
scoop him up.
Yeah, at this point, I have no reason to believe that it is true whatsoever. And like Nintendo has just like always been this way. None of the other DLC has been pulled like this.
Yeah.
So
I guess if anyone did, it'd be Sora though.
Yeah,
if
could be
Disney
Sora.
comes,
and it's at the end. So, but I have to like. Maybe looking forward a little bit to the future here. I don't mean to skip ahead if there's anything else you want to talk about, but I don't think. Even when we get to a Switch 2, I don't think we're going to get a new Smash Brothers for like many, many years.
Oh, yeah.
I think we'll get like a definitive edition of Smash Ultimate, which will have like all the characters packed in.
Yeah, I could see that.
For Switch 2. And I think they'll want Sora in there. So I have to imagine that this is a very, if not in perpetuity, is a long-term deal for them.
Yeah.
Perhaps that was even like ironed out that, hey, we plan on doing another version. And
yeah.
we're going to allow Sora's going to be in there too. But yeah, overall, like very touching presentation. I feel like kind of like
I feel like graduating from a school. It's like this is the end, dude.
Like, yeah, it will never be the same. I mean, there was one thing we didn't talk about, the Mii costumes. It's probably the most underwhelming, despite there being a surprise in there.
Mm-hmm.
The Doomslayer
yeah,
being
that's cool.
a Mii outfit, Mii fighter
That's
outfit.
a cool outfit. That's a really cool
Judd,
addition.
the cat, the other one, and Octoling from Splatoon was the third one. Only 3. I think that was maybe the only slight disappointment from this presentation. People thought they could go out with a bit of a bang on that. I will say this, Brad. I don't know if you agree with this. I like them doing it in reverse. They usually save the Mii outfits for the end.
Oh, yeah, you should.
Like they kept the fighter surprised.
Build up. You should, build up.
Because
Start
it was
small.
like, who makes the cut? It was like...
Because people aren't as checked out at that point either.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, I wonder if those Mii outfits are maybe possible future characters in the next game.
That, I mean...
Because, there's... I am shocked that Dante is not in this game.
And wasn't King K. Rool technically like a Mii outfit or something in like the Wii U version before he got added in the Switch? So an Ultimate. So and it was like around the time of that poll. So I think things work in mysterious ways when it comes to Smash Brothers. And I would not be surprised going forward, even for like a new version, like, hey, if they do a definitive edition, maybe they open it up to maybe a few more characters at that point. You never know.
They need to quit messing around and just add Geno. Like, I'm sick of this shit, man. This has been since like Melee.
This is gonna become like the Square Enix characters pass at this point.
Yes, and it's like now, okay, they clearly have like a pretty good relationship with Square, I guess, representing their characters in their game, and like Geno's Square.
A lot.
So let's go.
A
lot. I looked at the roster today of all the DLC characters, man. It's a pretty damn good roster that they added. A lot of the characters, there wasn't like that many. I was like, eh.
Let me ask you this. I have a Patreon question for JG about...
Oh, okay.
So they ask, I want to say the first thing I thought of when Sora revealed himself was of Hubert and Brad.
Hell yeah.
I would like to ask Brad if there's any character you would have liked more than Sora. I personally think it's a very fitting end to Smash, even though I've never played Kingdom Hearts. Sakurai and his team really outdid themselves in this game.
Yeah. More than Sora is super hard. Because Sora's one of my favorite characters in gaming, period. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I want Geno, but like I don't have as close of an attachment to Geno as I do with like Sora. I want like Chrono or someone in there. I've always wanted Chrono or Frog or something like that is like further than Sora to me. Like that's less possible, much less possible. But I'm trying to think of like any kind of game that's been on Nintendo before where I'm like, man, I really wish they were in Smash. Like I want Solaire too. I thought Solaire would have been sick, but
yeah, that the start of this trailer, the CG,
very
I was like,
suspect.
I was like, is Mario gonna go at the? Yeah, is he gonna light the bonfire here?
Because that would have been sick too.
Like I was expecting like a boss to show up, but he's about to sit it, and like some boss shows up, and then like Solaire or someone shows up to like help him out or something.
Yeah.
And it's like Mario, you died or something.
Yeah,
moment.
exactly.
Like,
yeah,
okay, that would have been very meme worthy, but
I don't know who else. Like Cloud and Sephiroth are already in the game. It's like hard for me to pick other characters that I would want.
Yeah, everyone will just would just go with more characters from the same like series. Like people wanted like Tifa from Final Fantasy VII or Aerith. And for me, if I'm a first party standpoint, I'm still a little bummed about how the Legend of Zelda series is just all Links and Zeldas. Like they don't really, and Ganondorf. They don't use any of the other wide assortment of characters.
Nobody.
It's just like a lot of good characters in that series, and it feels that they skew. I understand why, because everyone likes like Zelda and Ganon. They're like the 3 main characters. There's so many iterations of them, so it makes sense. In fact, people were thinking even if it was a first party character and it was a Zelda, it would be like the Breath of the Wild iteration of Zelda or something, or maybe the Breath of the Wild 2 Zelda or Link or something. It's like another Link or Zelda, despite there being great cast of characters.
Yeah, that feels like the next Smash game kind of thing post Breath of the Wild 2. I'm hoping there's some new interesting characters in that game because like the 4 champions could have been either of them could have been cool additions.
I thought that would have been a cool thing to make it like one character where like they
like Pokemon trainer or something. That would be cool.
I'll say this about Pokemon: I'm glad it was not a Pokemon.
Me too.
Today. That would have been like the most big. Yeah. That would have been a letdown.
That would have been a troll.
A Pokemon character would have been the biggest letdown for me.
Like I get Pokemon's humongous, but it's like, come on, that's not the final thing.
Yeah,
that's not the send off. It's not the bookend. That's another. Hey, the new game's coming out. Oh, maybe this is like the first or second fighter we're adding kind of thing.
I have a few more Patreon questions here
Yeah.
regarding Smash Brothers. First one comes from Raul. Looking back, I think the most impactful reveals for me were Joker and Sephiroth.
Yes.
At the time, I didn't even know who those characters were.
Oh shit.
Because of their entry into Smash, I ended up playing Persona 5 and both versions of Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
I even watched Castlevania on Netflix for the same reason.
Yes.
How has Smash Brothers most impacted you?
Me, I guess, in terms of like discovering things, I guess it would be Fire Emblem. Because I remember when I played Melee, I was like, wait, were they was one of them in 64? Was Marth?
No, they were Melee. Melee was when
okay.
Roy and Marth came out.
I remember seeing that, and I'm like, I'm like, I don't remember what Fire Emblem is.
I was aware of what Fire Emblem was. It just had not made its grand appearance over here. In fact, Smash Brothers is responsible for probably getting people into Fire Emblem and other series because certain things had never come out over here.
I don't think I knew what Earthbound was till NES either.
I think a lot of people's first exposure to Earthbound/Mother was through Smash Brothers as well.
Like, I don't think I knew who they were at the time, but I was like, oh, okay. But like a lot of the other characters, I've played the games that they're in already. I'm trying to think of like who have I not like probably some Pokemon I don't know I guess but like I've played Pokemon games before.
Yeah, Pokemon's a big one. I mean, it was for me for Fire Emblem because it just got me more interested in Fire Emblem. Like I was aware of it, but playing it I was like, oh man,
just seeing that character, cool.
And then right around like the GameCube Wii era with the Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, I was like, yo, I'm getting into Fire Emblem. Let's go, new Fire Emblem games.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I saw this in Melee. Like, let's do this. I was like, it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
even though it wasn't the same character, but then Ike from those games showed up in Smash Brothers Brawl, and I was like, all right, I'm following this. I think it just like exposed a lot of people to the rest of Nintendo's history.
Yeah, because like we've played a lot of these games that these characters are from, but like man, because we don't talk to a lot of these people I guess that often, but like there's a lot of people who haven't played with like a lot of these characters or maybe are younger and just weren't exposed to them, like the Belmonts and something like that. Like, a lot of people probably don't know who they were exactly.
Even like with whereas first party, third party, like it never assume as something as big as Final Fantasy VII. It's like someone might
a lot of people,
especially as more time goes by. Even with the remake, because like I mean the remake helped it, but before the remake happened, like it was getting up there in years.
It's an old game,
it's like some
old.
people are like, oh, what's Final Fantasy?
They're like, I don't want to play
more
this.
of it, but I never played it. Who are these characters? It's like,
they look weird. They look blocky. Fine. I don't want to play it.
Yeah, I think the only thing that might have maybe made it more impactful in terms of Ultimate would have been going with trophies instead of spirits. I understand it would have been a ridiculous undertaking. Sakurai explained how much work went into making the trophies and how underutilized they felt they were. But at the same time, there was something about like seeing like you couldn't touch it, but it felt more tangible looking at that model, spinning it around, getting like that little history on the right hand side you could read, and starting with like Melee, it's like. I liked looking at that stuff, and a lot of that was hidden in there.
Hold on, side thing. The reveal of Sora, when they all turned to like the figures again, I was like, oh shit, it's like the old Smash where they were toys. Then Sora comes back and brings them all back to life. I was like, yes, dude. Sakurai knows.
Sakurai, saving the day.
Yeah.
This next one's from Garrett Hullfish. Sakurai has really poured his heart into Smash Brothers and deserves a much-needed vacation. However, when he decides to get back to development, what franchise would you like to see him tackle next? A new IP is always an option.
Oh, yeah.
Now, remember, he did Kid Icarus Uprising.
Maybe take another shot at Kid Icarus.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I feel like he has some personal attachment now to Kid Icarus.
Yeah.
I think
if he cools it with the gimmick, with the 3DS, how the play style and everything, like, man, that didn't work for a lot of people.
Yeah, if he makes a Switch version, just please don't go full like Miyamoto and make like the gamepad like.
You don't always got to do
Star
stuff
Fox
like
Zero?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's less of gimmicks now on Switch, so it's like it'd have to be more straightforward.
Yeah.
But I would love to see either him oversee another version of that one, like a port to Switch, or maybe just a brand new installment. Because I do think here's another thing: Kid Icarus and Pit. So many people like had no idea what that was until Smash Brothers.
I remember when Pit showed up, I was like, who is Pit again? Then I looked it up. I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, this game's old.
He's one of those characters. I think people just called him Kid Icarus.
Yeah,
because they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know his name was Pit. Yeah,
it was like a lot of people call Samus Metro. Like, oh, it's Metroid.
Yeah,
like that's just
same
how
thing,
it works. Yeah, I think Kid Icarus. Like it's time, especially with Switch. Switch is showing that so many IPs are doing second chance, or just reaching a whole nother level of popularity. Or I feel about we're about to say with Kirby and the Forgotten Land when that comes out next year.
Yeah,
I think it has a huge chance to
be the best-selling Kirby.
Propel Kirby into a higher level of sales. If they can get Kid Icarus out there, it's just I have to imagine long rest for Sakurai.
Yeah,
and then I feel like Nintendo, whatever he wants to work on within reason, let him work on.
Let him do it.
If he doesn't want to come back to Smash
Brothers,
made
you plenty of money.
yeah, exactly. Bradley Spies wants to know any thoughts on the Mii Fighter costumes overall.
Great.
I think they use them well for filling gaps and deconfirming and otherwise, but I was hoping for a bit more of a blowout at the end.
Sure.
Did you think they missed any low-hanging fruit?
I don't know why, but I think Master Chief would have been really cool.
Just as a Mii outfit?
Yeah, just something.
I think it would have been cool.
I think people would have been pissed, because it's Master Chief. They're like, I want as a character.
Well, that's what we're saying. Like whoever they picked for this last character would have left some people disappointed.
Oh, of course.
And I think the same thing with the Mii outfit. So yeah, there would have definitely been people. Wow, it wasn't like the whole Master Chief for Sora would have come up. I mean, it probably still did in some circles.
Yeah.
I think something from Sony would have been nice as a Mii costume, even if they couldn't work out a deal, like a Ratchet and Clank thing.
Outfit or like Kratos something. I don't know.
Yeah,
it feels like Kratos would be the character they put in.
Yeah, just like the painted face or whatever.
Yeah, the axe. I don't know, or something like that. His outfit.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, this one felt a little, slim, but I think it was the magnitude of Sora kind of like more than compensated for that.
Yeah, to me, they're just like very minor side dishes. These guys.
Yeah, I don't get too invested in them.
Yeah, I thought the Doom one was cool, but otherwise I don't really care about them.
Yeah, I liked when they came with the music tracks.
Yeah,
I do.
That's true.
I do like how they
play
a track of music from the game when they show it off, but it doesn't come with the music, so it's also a little bit of a bittersweet right there, because as much music as the game has, man, love more music. More music.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought they were gonna announce like a soundtrack at the end of this. Like
blood would be
20
sweating.
What would it be 50 disc? I don't know. Like you
blood would buy it.
15 tracks divided by 1100. It's like dude, it's like 100 disc or something. Okay, maybe not. Maybe on
Parts,
maybe on
Spotify
maybe digitally.
Official.
Digitally, yeah. That would be insane. And in the poster, people thought like that character poster was going to be sold.
That poster is so sick.
I said it will probably end up on My Nintendo
if
rewards.
it's like 15 feet, we got to buy it.
Yeah, it's like a mural.
And like just our hallway, like the whole hallway.
Yes. Yeah, just the wallpaper. It's like it goes over everything.
Like, and we can never change
One day
this.
we leave, someone's like, "What is this?"
Yeah, can never change it.
Yeah, you can never change it. Level Capybara. Now that everyone is here for real this time in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, what have been some of your favorite Smash character reveals?
Sephiroth, obviously one of my tops. Just that shot of him stabbing Mario is like a legendary moment I'll never forget, and I'm incredibly thankful for.
That was, to me, that was the best reveal too.
Yeah,
like for me, it was just because they leaned so heavy into this long, drawn-out sequence. It was just amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like it was good. And it was also kind of like, hey, we understand you felt a little bit, we undersold the Final Fantasy VII representation with Cloud in the first place. Not a lot of music, but this time they brought it. Here's this amazing stage. Here are all these these tracks and some new arrangements.
Yeah,
and it's like, yes, thank you so much.
That was a great one.
And then like giving Cloud a special level 5 Omni / finisher Final Smash versus
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth. It's like, this is what I wanted. This is good,
dude. do it back real quick is how cool is it that he displayed Sora against Sephiroth and Cloud?
That was
like he knew exactly what to do.
He's like,
It's like people were mad they didn't get it in 3, so here you go.
And then having like the slow finish, like the Kingdom Hearts battle effect. Yeah, we mentioned that. He even called it out. He goes, "Let's see if you catch this."
Yeah,
RP
that was
thing.
so cool. I'm so mad I don't get that extra track because I don't have Melody of Memory on Switch.
Oh yeah, there's a bonus we didn't point out.
Save
yeah,
file.
Yeah, you get an extra track
and
on there.
It's the dearly beloved
jazz version,
from like
whatever.
the swing version. It's so good.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Hey, it was on sale this morning. I don't know.
I already own it. I can't buy it again. I can't do it. Can't do it for a track.
Yeah. Maybe, can you rent it? No, they don't rent. It's only.
No,
yeah. Dang it. For me, the original, the Ridley reveal was a pretty big thing because it was something like it was kind of like a Waluigi moment.
Yeah.
But also just seeing like Ridley like slowly like take out all these Nintendo characters was pretty good.
Yeah, that was sick.
Or some other good ones. The Banjo is pretty good because of the troll.
Oh my god, I love that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's like
going there. Yeah, that was so good.
You're like, oh man, it's not Banjo. Okay, so who is it? Oh, it really is Banjo.
Yeah, that was a feel good moment, dude. Oh, it wasn't post release, but the Belmonts was super sick.
Oh yeah,
with like Luigi there. Yeah,
man, the revealed CG. That's what I'm gonna miss the most.
I know,
are these cool
so
CG?
Good. So
that's
good.
why I hope that there's like a Mario Kart Ultimate, and they do stuff like that for Mario Kart.
This pisses me off because Mario Kart could be at this level of sick like add-ons throughout years.
Well, that's what Mario Kart Tour is, the mobile game.
I know. Well, like fuck that. I want it on I want proper Mario Kart.
I don't know why they're not.
It's like the DLC you did for 8 was sick, but you just stopped.
It's because it keeps selling so well.
I know, but like Smash is selling so well, and they're still doing it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's why does one get why does Super Mario Party take 2 years to get update? Oh, because they're making another Mario Party game that is going to use online.
Yeah.
So let's throw it into the old one. Like
it's just
we never understand
because like Mario Kart could have
do.
like that Smash potential of like here's this crazy character and here's this crazy stage from them.
Yeah, the only thing I can think
F-Zero. Like Captain Falcon should be in Mario Kart.
Mario Kart's first expansion, if they're gonna do this route, is to like expand other like Nintendo IPs.
They should.
I don't think they need the third-party stuff right away.
They don't.
Because like if you're not gonna make another Wave Race, not gonna make another F-Zero, here you go. Like Star Fox, there you go. Star Fox Grand Prix. Oh, we were making it ourselves. It's in Mario Kart 9.
Like a Metroid thing. Like go wild. Like Link's already in the game. The floodgates have been opened. It's open.
Hey, put Animal Crossing characters in there.
It's like Zelda's like one of your most prestige franchises you have. So it's like if Zelda and Link can make it in the game, anything should be possible.
Yeah, I want them to lean into the more goofy because I know that Link had the Master Cycle and he can use other stuff. I want him to like ride Epona.
Yeah, sure, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
That would be good.
I want to see Epona drifting.
Me too.
That would be and firing shells, getting hit by. I want to see the animation for
that'd be good. That would be real good.
Like Link has to like remount. Like you could put like Excite Bike in there because like just generic character, but riding on the bike.
God, Wave Race is such a good idea, and it pisses me off that it's not in there too.
Yeah, it's like because they could do the Diddy Kong Racing thing where they have air or like land, sea, and air.
Yeah, they're like already doing.
So
that
like the R Wing could be like the flying one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much potential there for Mario. I hope they're a little bit more ambitious with Mario Kart 9, but Smash Brothers.
Yeah, off topic. Sorry.
All right. This one comes from JG. I want to say the first. Oh, sorry. We already went through that one. Sorry. This is from Stomps. So your series has peaked, and there's simply no way to ever top it. Perfect.
True.
You've got them right where you want them. Time to start remaking all your old entries and charging full price. Get ready for N64 Smash with modern graphics, yet nostalgic, slow, floaty gameplay. If Nintendo goes this route, what are some things you look forward to reliving? How about some details you dread? My example would be enjoying Melee's adventure mode while dreading Yoshi's OG up B.
Yeah.
So, do you think that might be a route for them to go is updating the old ones while we're waiting?
I don't think they'll do that. I think the closest we'll get is like the N64 online feature.
Oh, for Smash Brothers?
Yeah. Which would be awesome. But I don't think they'll do that because like it felt like Smash already has everything in it now. At this point, like I'm playing all the stages from that, all the characters from it. Yeah, the physics and mechanics are different, but
I just think, yeah, I know what everyone's getting at here. Super Smash Brothers Melee HD, like fans just want it because they want on with online like functionality built into it. But the thing is, Nintendo might get something wrong on the port, so certain movement's not right, or something would be off enough that the players, the consumers who want it, who are probably more of the hardcore Melee community, would find something off about it and then like complain about it, and it wouldn't. And they'd be like, the original is still better, or modified versions of the original are better. A modified version will always be the best, and it's like I just don't see a way to make them happy. Maybe it gets it right, but it just seems like such a big risk. And Nintendo seems more about especially when it comes to Smash. Like they haven't done this with any of their other. What they do is with Ultimate, it took older stages, remade them.
It's
Mario,
like Mario
Kart 8,
they
take
do.
older stuff, remake them. So I would just see them moving forward rather than re-releasing.
They don't want to talk about Melee at all.
Just like you
they
won't
don't
get
want anything.
you'll
to
never
do
get a
with
Mario
that
Kart 64 HD or something like that. No, you're gonna get a new Mario Karts. I do not see
what they want.
Melee HD or Melee Remaster ever happening.
Yep.
So Stomps, unfortunately, I do not see this happening. I just see them working in anything that didn't make the cut in Ultimate, which I don't think there was anything that maybe missed it.
I think the new Smash is kind of going to be like a new beginning for the series again. I think it's going to be like a refresh. A lot smaller roster.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like looking to the future, I think they probably hand it to a new team. And I think they go back to the drawing board, and I think they start with a small roster. I think it has to be probably a new concept because they can't go. There's no way they're going through this again. Although it was interesting because like Sakurai did make a remark, and he kind of insinuated this a few times before that they don't have big budget, at least big budget for the Sakurai Presents. And he didn't mean for Smash Brothers, for Sakurai Presents, which is kind of interesting because.
Bro,
how much that
you should give that guy budget?
Yeah, it's a little weird. So I wonder if there is like. They could go bigger, but would it be Sakurai involved? Maybe they have to get someone else. And yeah, there are a bunch of directions they could go in with it, but I think the most definitive thing is it's going to be years.
Oh yeah,
many years before we see a brand new Smash Brothers.
Not until the next hardware system.
I think it's going to be on Switch too. I think it's going to be over. I think it's going to be more than a generation.
Really?
I think they'll do it. As I said, I think they'll do a definitive edition of Smash.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think they'll make a Smash Brothers successor.
I think they will because they've done it on every single platform that's come out.
Smash Brothers Switch, everyone accused it of being like a Wii U, whatever, even though it's not. But like, it wasn't that uniquely different from what was before.
Yeah.
It just had a lot more to it.
Yeah. That was the strategy with this game, but yeah, I think the next one will be like almost like a 2 for Smash. Like Super Smash Bros. 2, like
what do you even call it?
Completely different. Could just call it Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers Reborn.
Or some shit like that. Yeah, A Realm Reborn. Yeah.
Get some Square Enix to name it since
that's
so
they
much
love
involvement.
Those names. Yeah. Yeah, get them in there.
But even if it comes sooner than I think, I still think it's like years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be years.
3 or 4 years.
Oh yeah,
minimum.
It'll be a while.
I think it's gonna be 5+, but I stake a lot on.
Do you know what the gap between the Wii U one was in this?
Well, that was 2014 or 15. 2014 it came out. Super Smash Brothers for. Yeah, it was the end of 2014. It's fall 2014.
Okay.
And then 2018 was Super Smash Brothers
4 years.
Ultimate. So 4 years between those two.
But they had a lot less DLC.
Yeah. Brawler was 2008.
Ooh.
So that was a
that was a long time.
6-year gap.
Yeah, you're right. That was a long time.
And then Melee was an even longer gap. That was 2001.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Almost 7-year gap. They've been shortening it, but I still think you're looking at least like
it's Nintendo, and I feel like I know them sometimes, but then I quickly find out I don't know anything about them. They just always throw me for a loop every time.
Let me ask you about their extra announcement. We kind of talked about already the Kingdom Hearts collections.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5, and 3.
And 2.8.
And 2.8. Thank you. All coming to Switch via cloud. This one is from Moses Silva. I'm glad that the Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Switch, but it was deflating seeing that they will all be cloud versions, especially since I can see at least Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 running well enough natively on the Switch. Are you just as surprised as I am that at least some aren't cloud versions, or should we begin assuming more often that multi-platform games are coming to Switch will be the cloud versions?
The second part of that question, yes, I think more multi-platform games will be cloud versions of games. First part, I am surprised and disappointed that at least 1.5 and 2.5 aren't just normal games and not cloud games. Because, I mean, those games were PS3 games, those versions. So that better be able to run on Switch. 3, yeah, I get why that's cloud. I get it. 2.8, I can kind of see it with the Aqua stuff on there. But, like, man, it's like Dream Drop Distance is a 3DS game. And Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and Birth by Sleep, it's like PS2 games and a PSP game.
Yeah. I'm exactly with you. 2.8 and 3, obviously cloud versions. They're not going to run on the Switch. But everyone's like, "Oh, but it's the PS4 remastered versions." I'm like, well,
do the PS3 versions.
Like Ni no Kuni also had like a slight difference because like when Ni no came into Switch, it wasn't like the remaster version. It was like a port of the OG. I'm sorry if this is technically wrong, but like it wasn't the exact remaster. It was like lower fidelity, so it could run on Switch. You can get Ni no Kuni to run on Switch. You can get the old Kingdom Hearts games to run on Switch. I don't understand that. So this was probably I'd love to know the answer to this.
I think they just wanted it in one package. That's it. The all-in-one thing. That's the only way they're gonna release it. The only way they're gonna sell it. And it is disappointing, though.
Let me see if I have this email real quick. There was an email I got from Square Enix that says, Kingdom Hearts is coming to Nintendo Switch. Today we announced the cloud versions of the best-selling action RPG series will make their long-awaited debut on Nintendo Switch. The streaming versions of Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 HD Remix, Kingdom Hearts blah, 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 everything, and Remind DLC will also be available to purchase individually and as an all-in-one Kingdom Hearts Integra masterpiece. For Cloud Collection.
Okay.
Additionally, we announced the final chapter Kingdom Hearts. X is key, right? Is it
yes,
Yuki?
It's key.
Yuki? But I don't know what the U.
Union Key, I think?
Union Key, geez. Dark Road mobile game launching this winter.
Yeah, that's...
if it wasn't enough, we will have a Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary celebration planned in 2022.
Yes,
Watch the announcement trailer.
Yes.
So they didn't give a date still for these. They said in the presentation that they said a later date.
Yep.
And this email doesn't date unless the trailer does, but I have not seen a date just yet. Like just kind of trying to look for it. But yeah, I do, to answer the other part of the question, I think from here on out, I do think a lot of PS4, PS5, anything that was on Xbox One, PS4 upwards, it is very likely they are simply just going to get a cloud version.
Oh yeah,
because I think it's easier for the
developers.
I'm assuming it's easier for developers than doing a port job.
Yeah,
just to get a cloud version running for Switch.
Well, it's like the only reason I would buy these games on a Switch is that I could take it anywhere with me and not have to worry about like internet connection or anything like that. And because like otherwise I'm just going to play this on whatever the most powerful hardware I have is, which would be, I guess, the PC version now.
Yeah, because you can play Kingdom Hearts 3 in the Epic Games Store, and like that's probably the best.
You can play all of them on Epic Games Store.
Oh yeah, they're all on there.
Everything,
yeah,
and they're all on Xbox.
Yeah, I guess
if you don't have access to anything else, it's cool. Like I'm glad.
I guess if you have a Switch and you have a good PC, like you plan on like like you just own like a tablet or something, and that's like in your phone. It's like sure, this is the way to do it. I do play handheld mode a lot in my apartment, so and I have a really good internet connection.
So it works for you, yeah.
But I'm in your shoes though. I'd rather play. I already have Kingdom Hearts 3 on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And if I ever wanted to play it again, I would probably play it on Epic on the PC version. See how nice it could like. What's the best this can look?
Crank the settings, yeah.
Yeah. Like the things I'm looking most to play on Switch are multi-platform at this point, or like the Castlevania Advance Collection,
Yeah,
like
makes
stuff
total
like
sense to me.
that.
Yep.
Where I mean, imagine if that was a cloud version. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it's stuff that can run natively on Switch and doesn't need like an internet connection.
Yeah.
and they're more handheld, like mobile experiences are the ones I gravitate towards rather than buying them on PC or another system. Yeah. So that's
it's like sad because I'm not gonna buy them. Because like I'm never gonna play them like cloud version on my Switch. Like I'm just not gonna do that. Maybe if I could take them on the go anywhere and play like even 1.5 and 2.5, I'd be happy with even just that.
Yeah. I'm really not sure how the cloud version is even doing anymore because I didn't see anything on. We brought this up recently, and I didn't have numbers at the time, and I couldn't find any when I was trying to look up. But the Hitman 3 cloud version for Switch, I don't know how well that did. Like IO Interactive never.
Yeah, and there was
Remedies. Like,
Control. I was gonna ask about that.
But we've seen companies put out statements in the past, and then like we had the Biohazard stuff in Japan only, but those never. Like I have to imagine the cloud versions of these do not do very well.
I mean, I don't know. It's not very appealing to me when the whole point of the system is that you can take it anywhere with you.
Yeah. Which is another reason, maybe next version of Switch that can maybe handle some of these ports.
That's what we were talking about. Is like why we're so sure about a Switch successor or Pros, so they can at least keep up for a little bit.
Yeah. And again, I do think they had every intention of probably putting it out.
Oh, yeah.
And they saw, like, the chip short. There was probably a lot of red flags, and they were like, listen, it's not right. And I think the smoke that we're seeing from all these reports is that other studios were planning for a Switch Pro, and Nintendo would say, like, we're changing our plans. And now they've left a few companies scrambling. And it's like, it's probably easy for a lot of them. They're like, oh, well, these are just ports. We're scrapping them. But I wonder if there are any original games
hardware
in the
for
works.
it, like that rumored Resident Evil game.
Yeah. It's like, what's the deal with that? Do they get outright canceled, or are they getting development delayed until they get their hands on like the real next hardware, whatever it's going to be,
or launch hardware?
Yeah. And again, the reason I say like it's probably at least 2023 is because like this chip shortage is supposed to go until like
next year,
like well into next year. And they also have a huge lineup for next year, so it's like
they don't need
soon.
new hardware yet.
Too soon. So it's like 2023 is the earliest at this point.
Next year's gonna be nuts. For video games.
It's going to be
nuts.
It's going to be nuts. Well, Sora, Kingdom Hearts, Smash Brothers, great way to close.
Great way, man.
Super Smash Brothers
Such
Ultimate.
a feel-good moment for me.
Fighter Pass 2 in the books, coming October 18th. As part of the Fighter Pass Volume 2. You can also buy it individually as well if you just want Sora and buy any of the other characters. We are actually going to be streaming that on Group Stream. Because I think 18th is a Monday, someone was pointing out. So 19th is a Tuesday. We are going to be bumping Demon Slayer. So sorry.
Sorry.
But I know. I bet.
I think he'd be okay with it for Sora.
Play as Sora.
For Sora, Huber,
Yeah, the play is Sora. It's like this is the way it was meant to be.
Yeah, he'd be okay with it. He loves Sora. Oh, sorry. To go back to your question about what character I would want more than I guess Sora is, like, I thought about it. I'm like, this is a character me and Hubert both also love, is Naruto. That would be out of nowhere, but like, once we start bringing other stuff that's outside of video games originally, then it's crazy.
We get ridiculous. But that is, by the time you're watching this, we already would have played it, but we're playing a Smash Brothers clone that is basically Nickelodeon.
I'm excited
Nickelodeon.
for this.
Yeah, we're going to play as Nickelodeon fighters in Smash Brothers. Who's to say other, companies don't copy this
same thing,
and do their own thing for that. So maybe you get an anime Smash Brothers someday. Because, that what was it? The most recent effort from Bandai Namco, the realistic looking anime one. Oh my gosh, what was it called? Had all the different fighters from all the shonen animes. It's
Shonen. What was it called? I didn't play Jump Force.
Jump Force.
Jump Force. Yeah, I heard that game was terrible.
Yeah, so it's like instead of getting trash like Jump Force, maybe they just make
just make a Smash
Shonen
clone.
Smash or something.
Yeah,
there
people love that shit.
There you go. Naruto vs Goku in the Smash Brothers game. Yeah, we got it. There you go. I'd rather play that.
Yeah.
They got to be working on it, please. Or 2D fighter like that.
Just Arc System Works Shonen Fighter or something. Yeah.
Dragon Ball Fighters, you can make this happen.
Yes.
thank you to all of our patrons who submitted questions for this episode of Friend Code. If you want to submit a question for consideration, you need to be a $5 and up patron. I'll make the post the week we're recording, letting you know that you can submit your questions. We also got some shout outs for the month of October. Yes, October 2021. I had to double check because we are literally on the day, October 5th. This is the day where it changes over. So Blood confirmed with me. So these are shout outs for the month of October 2021. Shout outs to El Thanis, Greg the Dark Knight Kettering, Caleb Togi Crawford, and Nick. Shout out. Oof. I didn't have a lot of sleep, so
me too.
I was slipped up on that right there. Apologies.
We got a long day.
And I still got this is the start of a long day in the studio. We got this. We got Stream Team. We got not Friend Code. We got the group stream, and Brad and I are gonna be sitting down to talk about something else a little later today that you'll be seeing sometime next week. That's probably the only hint you need to know what it's about. But that's going to do it for this episode of Friend Code. Thank you, Brad.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is the last time we're going to be talking about Smash Brothers probably for
a while,
long time on Friend Code, barring, some kind of interesting topic. So not only is it the last Sakurai Presents, it's kind of like, it's the end of Smash Brothers news for a very, very long time. And, that's a big milestone. So what a ride
for them.
Yeah, they got to feel good about it. And man, it's been
a treat.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it really has been.
All this go down.
It's been a good moment in time.
Until next time, everybody, may the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.